a North American African or a Canadian African. We are collectively the North American Africans.
Why he keeps spitting?
Drake?
All right, they told me Dr. Umar had an issue with Drake and Kendrick, so y'all know I had to see what this is about. Hopefully he is not repeating himself every 2 seconds in this video. Let's check it out.
And one of the concerns that they brought up to me as a Pan-Africanist, as the leading Pan-Africanist, as the prince of Pan-Africanism, they said, Dr. Umar, and I'm paraphrasing, the good brothers brought it to my attention that Kendrick Lamar's song, They Not Like Us, was interpreted by many American Africans to mean that African Canadians are not African, that African Canadians are not African, that African Canadians are not African. Let me say this to the entire African diaspora. Let me say this to the American African and the Canadian African. Let me say this to the American African and the Canadian African. Let me say this to the American African and the Canadian African. We are one people. We are one family. We have one common ancestry. We have one common origin. We have one common source. We are the original people. My American Africans, don't you alienate yourself from Canadian Africans. Canadian Africans, don't you alienate yourself from the American African. We are one family. We are the North American Africans. I said, if you are a Mexican African, a North American African, or a Canadian African, we are collectively the North American Africans.
Why he keeps spitting?
United we stand, divided we fall. My Canadian brothers and sisters, they are my family. Toronto is my family. Montreal is my family. And if anybody tries to make jokes about the Canadian Africans, if anybody tries to say that my brothers and sisters north of the border are not members of the African family, if anybody tries to claim that the Canadian African is not a part, an integral part, an important part of the body of African people, then you are an enemy to Dr. Umar, and you are an enemy to African people, and you are an enemy of the Pan-African struggle. Now, I don't know if my brother Kendrick Lamar, who I love and respect, I don't know if my brother Kendrick Lamar, who I love and respect, I don't know if my brother Kendrick Lamar intended to alienate all African Canadians, all Canadian Africans. I did not think that was his intent. I did not think that that was Kendrick Lamar's intent. I did not think that that was Kendrick Lamar's intent. I believe Kendrick Lamar was simply going at Drake for the beef. I did not think that the song They Not Like Us was a shot at all African Canadians. So I'm going to ask my brother Kendrick Lamar, can you please clear that up? I'm going to ask my brother Kendrick Lamar, can you please clear that up? I'm going to ask my brother Kendrick Lamar, can you please clear that up? Did you intend to slight all Canadian Africans when you said they not like us? Are you trying to say that Canadian Africans are different from American Africans? I don't believe Kendrick Lamar was trying to say that. I don't believe Kendrick Lamar was trying to say that. I don't believe Kendrick Lamar was trying to say that. But I do want my brother Kendrick to clarify, because according to my good brother Alex and my other brother from Toronto who interviewed me yesterday, according to them, many American Africans are insulting Canadian Africans. Many American Africans are going on the blogs with the Drake-Kendrick beef, and you are attacking and insulting Canadian Africans. I will not stand for that. I will not stand for that. No African should ever be the enemy of another African. United we stand, divided we fall. I stand in solidarity with Canada. I stand in solidarity with Black Canada. Those are my brothers and sisters.
Now, I thought he was talking about Drake and Kendrick, but it looked like he's just addressing Kendrick. So I guess the American Africans are attacking the Canadian Africans based on Not Like Us, the song. And I will admit, these Kendrick fans have been doing a lot. And I know they'll say, no, the Drake fans have been doing a lot, but I'm just saying, if you look at a lot of my comment sections, you can tell the most angry people are Kendrick supporters. And look, I'm technically a Kendrick supporter too. I support both of them. But I just kind of feel like some of y'all Kendrick supporters, Y'all been getting in fights at school over Kendrick. Y'all been fighting at Popeye's chicken lines over Kendrick, fighting at In-N-Outs over Kendrick. I just feel like a lot of y'all are fighters. I don't think a lot of the Drake fans are scrappers. Let's just be real. And some of y'all neo soul, Afro soul, Kendrick supporters, y'all the worst. Y'all got some good coochie, but you know what? I'm gonna stop. We not even supposed to be talking about that. Look, I hope that, you know, Africans in Canada aren't feeling, you know, slighted by some of the Americans over this song and over this beef. It's not that serious, guys. We need to come together. I think one thing Dr. Umar does talk about that is beneficial to black people is some form of tribalism amongst African Americans. We should be sticking together, but also we need to have more community with American black people and foreign black people, whether you from Africa or any other country, because I notice a lot of these foreign Africans or black people that come to America, they always have this stigma about black Americans, and it keeps us, you know, apart. And I'll also be fair, there are a lot of African Americans who have stigmas and, you know, thoughts about foreign blacks as well. So, you know, we're letting these, I don't know, stereotypes get in between us really coming together as a people in one nation. But this beef, I feel like, bro, it should be over with by now. But it's a lot of people that's still keeping it up. It's a lot of people that's still keeping it up. You saw Ab Soul last week trying to get Drake to pop out and rap. And trust me, I don't think Ab-Soul just did that on his own. He was speaking for Kendrick. Kendrick probably still got some records ready for Drake if he want to pop out. So, you know, some of y'all just still trying to keep the beef going. Kendrick, put out your album. Drake, put out your new music. And let's just continue with business as usual, because I don't feel like you can go back and recreate that moment. And also, it's just old now. People move on very quickly. Like, we'll still be talking about Not Like Us and all that other stuff. That's cool. But if y'all tried to restoke this beef, it'll just seem kind of corny on both sides. On both sides, if you ask me. And obviously, people are still getting hurt in the middle of this, because now you got Dr. Umar talking about Canadian Africans and American Africans. So y'all might as well just let it die down now. All right. So let me know what y'all think about this. Shout out to Dr. Umar's saliva that was coming out of his mouth all over my computer screen. We got some fire videos coming out today. Make sure y'all like the videos and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Hey, nigga, donate. Hit the super chat. Scan the PayPal. Hit the Cash App. Thank you. Have a blessed day.